All right, welcome to the channel. I want to start off by saying hi. Thank you for coming to my channel, watching the video today. I think maybe just kind of starting off with why I'm here, right? What my story is a little bit, and so what I've seen are a bunch of channels about finance, whether it's investing, personal wellness, financial wellness, or personal finance, and that's why I'm here. I believe I can bring a unique set of skills and knowledge to YouTube. I hope you enjoy what I have to say and maybe stick around through some of the nonsense that we go through as well. I think the title of the channel should give you some insight into my perspective, my ideas, maybe even some methodology there. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody above the fray, nor do I think that anybody coming here to watch any of my videos will be either. I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy other social media sites, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, whatever, TikTok, because it allows me to watch, read, and interact in a way that I'm not really allowed to do, when we're all at work or with my friends or family or what have you, right? I'm making the channel for somebody like me, somebody who wants to watch videos that I'm interested in, maybe post some comments that I think are funny, and I think that there's other people out there like me. First and foremost, I need to stress that I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax professional. I don't have some magic book of knowledge. Nobody does, right? That can provide insight and guarantees on what to expect moving forward. So, if you're looking for financial advice or some kind of investment advice, go hire somebody, right? There's steps out there to find advisors. The advisors, they have to go through some legal means to be able to provide you with advice, and you shouldn't be coming to this channel to be able to provide you with, again, explicit financial advice. If you're looking for that, do a quick Google search. There's a bunch of advisors out there that are more than willing to help you out, and go find one of them. If you need a tax professional, same thing. Do a quick internet search, Google search, or whatever, and find somebody that can help you out with your taxes if that's ultimately what your question is. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video and any of the videos to come. So with that being said, I'm just going to kind of dive into this right away. What I'd like to start off with is just kind of taking a look at the markets today. It's, let's see, it's roughly 12:49 Eastern Time on March 9th. Looks like this is actually, I just logged in to check the markets. It looks like they're finally up, right? Awesome. So let's start here. So I want to address some of the current trends, like what's going on. I know today looks like we're seeing some positive growth finally. We've had a pretty rough year so far. I'll take a look at some of the news later on, but I think ultimately right now, what I want to do is take a look at what's going on, right? Whether it's the war in Russia or whether it's whatever other things that may be out there. So let's take a look here because I talked to a lot of people that are concerned about the markets. Talked to a lot of people that all of a sudden things are bad finally, right? Like especially younger people, right? They're coming into the markets and maybe they started investing within the past 3 or 4 years and they don't even realize that they're in the middle of the longest bull market that we've had in a really long time, if not ever. So what I'm doing is I came to MarketWatch. This is a free website. It's available to anybody. You can just Google search it. Let's see. Let's take a look here. How did I get to it? Of course, I'm going to mess this up right away. Now we're going to the advanced charts. So we're looking at the S&P 500 index here. I'm going to go ahead and do that on all of them. Get the advanced chart pulled up. So right here, let's just go to all. I'm going to change the filters here. I'm going to remove some of this extra stuff. Yeah, here we go. I think this should do it. I want to see all, dude. What are we doing? Okay. All right, let's just refresh that and we'll come back to that one. Let's see, simple moving average, MACD, volume, and we just want to see all of it. All right, so here we are, and we can narrow this down, right? We can bring in this here because we really talking about the 80s. We're not really talking about that, but I do think that from maybe roughly 2000 on, it can provide some insight. because we had 9/11. There was some downturn there. You can see it. Actually, yeah, right here. Yeah, right here. We had a little bit of a downturn after 9/11, but we were already kind of headed in a downward spiral. Okay. All right. So a little bit of a downturn there, but you can see these trend lines, right? And then you can see this sharp rise, especially after COVID came out, 2020. We had a strong dip, and the S&P's grown. And we'll go over in later videos some of how misleading this can be, the S&P 500. But it does provide you some insight. Like, yes, there's been some pullback right here, especially if we zoom in on that. You can see that there's been, where are we at? What year is this? 2015 on. We got 2020, and yeah, there's been some pullback, but we're still, for the most part, we're still doing pretty good as a whole. I'm sure the Nasdaq's going to be a little bit similar. The Nasdaq can be a little bit more volatile, so that is one of the things to consider there. The Nasdaq has a lot of tech companies, and so with tech companies, what you can run into is going to be a lot of growth companies. And so with growth companies, what that means is like they reinvest their money, and so a lot of times you're going to get a lot of this very sharp fluctuation. Let's go ahead and let's get this prepared here. I think this page resets, so I think I'm probably going to have to do this over again anyway. Okay, so let's do this. So there's the dot-com bubble, and you can see how much sharper this decline was if we kind of come back here and look at 2000, because that was the dot-com bubble here. You can see 2000, I talked about that little bit of a dip. That's vastly different from this, right? I think it's very clear to see. And that's something that you'll see with the NASDAQ a lot. But anyway, ultimately, like, we're still doing pretty good, right? So if we kind of narrow this down to, let's just say, the past few years, we're roughly where we were at the beginning, like over a year ago. Obviously we're hoping for some gains. It looks like the market's up today, so, run, baby, run. And again, I don't understand what's going on here, why this isn't working. Let's do this over again. Let's get some advanced charting. All right, let's close this, close that. Simple moving average. We want all, dude. What is going on? I don't understand why it's not working, but okay, that's great. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to pull up another site here in just a second. I'm gonna try it again. Advanced charting. It could be just something wrong with their website. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not pulling up anything. Great. Okay, you'll just have to take my word for it that overall the Dow Jones is going to be very similar. We can see it here. The trend lines, they're for the most part following. If I try to get this exactly on 20 from 2000 on, that's the NASDAQ. Let's get this one here. Right. You can see downturn, uptrend, downturn, up. So from really 08, 09 to now, yeah, we've got 2020, which was a bit crazy, right? I think it's all fair to say, like, we had a very shocked moment there for a couple of months. But aside from that, right, if you can account for that, and this little dip in 2018, because 2018 was a little rough, you can see that we're in a pretty long bull market. And if you go over the course of the entirety of the markets, that's from here on, we've had a pretty good time, right? Again, aside from 2018, 2020, this would be the biggest blip. Same thing here. So I think ultimately with the first video, that's what I'm ultimately trying to do, is just provide some insight, like, hey, this is where we're at. We could talk about some projections in some other videos. I really just wanted to say hi, and I wish the Dow Jones chart wasn't messing up on me here. Yeah, so we've got some crazy things going on with Russia. Obviously we've got the oil prices here. I've got some crude pulled up. You can see the prices, price per barrel, I believe is what this is. This is the WTI index, I believe. This is that crazy time where people were able to get like barrel for negative money. They were paying you to take it. But anyway, yeah. So let's narrow this down, and just to kind of put this into perspective. And I know the price is coming down today, but let's see how crazy it got there for a second. 123. I think there was a lot of estimates. People thought it was going to go up to 200, which I guess technically is still a chance. we got that. I made a comment about global news. I mean, I went to just Google News. We are looking at Russia. Ukraine says Russia bombed a hospital. Chernobyl plant disconnected. We've got energy crisis. Europe is largely dependent, at least as of the last news update that I got last night. I haven't really read any of the news yet today, but as of the last news update that I saw, Europe was still very heavily dependent on Russia for energy. And I think America was looking at meeting with Venezuela. Americans meet with Venezuela. Of course, I can't spell. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is a few days ago. But I saw something that somebody was released. There was like some prisoner that was released just yesterday or maybe the day before. So obviously America's doing something to get their energy from somewhere else. And without diving into politics, right, in terms of Keystone Pipeline or what we should have done or could have done or whatever. This is just, I'm looking at the facts where we're at now. And that's kind of where I stand on it. World news. Yeah. But anyway, again, first video. There's a lot of things going on, and there's pretty much always something going on. And I hope that I can provide a good place for people to come and watch. So again, thank you. I apologize. There's some things I want to address. I do apologize for the voice changer. I'm not really comfortable, coming out and talking openly yet. And I'm hoping the videos do get a little better. I've been sitting on this channel for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't done anything. And so I am really just looking to, I just want to get going, right? That's kind of where I'm at. And so, again, we'll fine tune some things. Please leave some comments. Let me know what you think.